My name is Shonae. Thank you so much for tuning in to Shonae's Law. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. Today, we're going to get into something really different. It's something that a lot of people really don't talk about for whatever reason. We're going to be talking about the epidemic known as the quarter-life crisis. So if you don't know what the quarter-life crisis is, or if you are experiencing one yourself, then keep watching. So as you know, the quarter-life crisis is mostly impacting current day and age millennials. Millennials are facing different hardships that previous generations have not ever had to. They were lucky. So according to basicworkinc.com, studies show that millennials make up 83.1% of the nation's population, which is about more than 1/4 of our nation's population. Consequently, millennials are experiencing a lot of problems that our previous ancestors have not. For instance, although we may be the most educated generation, according to the U.S. Census data, we are also 40% of the nation's unemployment rate. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? All that schooling, all them degrees, that's a shame. Also, citizens between the ages of 18 and 39 are earning less than the previous group did when they were in that same age group. For instance, in between 2009 and 2013, the average annual income was like $33,883, whereas in 2000, the year 2000, you know you want some, yeah, you're bad chanting. Anywho, back in 2000, the average was around $37,385. You do the math. There's also other problems that we occur, like college debt. According to the Federal Reserve Board 2016, studies show that household economics and decision making, 4 to 10 millennials ranging from the ages of 18 and 29 owe serious college debt. It has also become more common for millennials to live at home than their predecessors like Generation X. These records are also showing that in 2016, people between the ages of 25 and 35 stayed at home, which is 5% higher than Generation X had to go through at that particular age, of course. Now, another issue that we have is millennials experiencing a very high difficulty obtaining jobs that utilize their actual degrees in the field that they went to school for than the previous generation. But most importantly, millennials have the highest levels of stress and depression than any other generation thus far. Hopefully it won't happen in Generation Z, so addressing this today should probably get some of that down. But according to a US Today study, it shows stress levels for Americans may be falling, but not for the ages of 18 to 33. Generation Z, this actually includes you too now. So today we're going to talk about a few signs and a few ways that you can overcome your quarter-life crisis if you find yourself falling victim to the pressures of society and a lack of support in your community. Let's just jump right in. So for your quarter-life crisis, a lot of people might not really know what this is, but think of it this way. A quarter is like 25 of 100. So if you're around the age of 25 and you find yourself feeling down in the dumps, like you're not obtaining anything, like life is in shambles, like it's all over, it's awful, you are not alone. Again, you heard those percentages about suicide and depression rates in this country right now. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with an actual quarter-life crisis is and what psychologists like to refer to it as, it's basically a clinical psychological feeling of depression towards current financial, relationships, career, job, family, the status that you're currently in. It's when you have a strong surge of disappointment, feeling of incompetency regarding these areas in your life. You just feel very unaccomplished and very unfulfilled. Particularly it impacts the people in the age groups of mid-20s, early 30s. It's that slump. So you're after college, you're after grad school, and everything that your high school teachers and your college professors told you was going to happen for you didn't happen for you. Think about it. We were the recession kids. When we were in school and going to college, they were like, when this recession breaks, y'all will be getting these degrees. You're going to be out there. You're going to be killing it. You're going to be living it up. It's going to be lit. It's going to be turned. And they lied. Because when all of us got these degrees, a lot of people stuck answering phones or working in warehouses with 3 degrees. Where are these jobs? It's not enough jobs for us. That's why you find more and more people becoming independent, driving for Uber and Lyft. They're getting financial freedom and they're being their own boss because people, they set us up. They told us things that weren't necessarily true. And now people are really going through it. People are really feeling like they're not living a life they truly wanted to. So of course people are going to have a quarter life crisis, especially if the technology babies. Come on. We've been on computers since we were 5 years old. We went every day for like 30 to 45 minutes. And now we can't imagine life without a computer, without software, without Wi-Fi. Come on. It's ridiculous. Of course people are going to be upset. I myself might be going through a crisis. Let me calm down. Anyway, back to the video. I am having a quarter life crisis. I'm breaking down right in front of y'all. Okay, back to our topic. So basically with your quarter life crisis, you're going to have symptoms. And those symptoms include feelings of being lost, lonely, scared, confused, stress, anxiety, depression, feelings of isolation and incompleteness, kind of like we already talked about. Now you couple this with the fact that we are a social media generation and we are constantly seeing everybody post the best portions of their lives on the internet. And of course, sometimes it makes you feel like you're not doing the best you want to do in life and have you feeling like you're a failure. But again, remember, people are just posting the best portions of their lives and you don't know what's going on when that camera's turned off. So you got to pull away from that. You got to stop giving in to the fact that maybe they just stunting for you. They stunting for the gram and they not doing good either. Could be a cry for help. Now, a few signs of a quarter life crisis that you might be going through or somebody else might be going through include: you feel trapped at your job with family, friends, or circumstances. You feel stuck with an urgency to escape. Feelings of depression, overwhelmed, feelings of loss or loss of independence, frustration, anger, pressure for time, lack of motivation, no inspiration, lack of creativity, no feelings or burst of creativity or innovation. You just feel like it is all over. Every day it's just the same routine. Okay, wait. Have you seen Wanted? Do you remember how that dude was at the beginning of the movie? He would Google himself. I think he was having, I don't know how old he was, but I think that's a good visual. He Googled himself and nothing popped up. He was in that cubicle. He had that boss just talking to him. That's a good visual of what a quarter life crisis is, okay? It's just very real for you right now. And it's not going the way you thought it would go or you were hoping it would go. That is the idea right there. So overall, you're just feeling like a failure. You're feeling trapped with no options. You have failed plans, which cause self-doubt, loss of confidence. It's just real bad. You're forced to work minimalized jobs, overworked, underpaid. These jobs have no meaning. They're basically a complete waste of your time, but you have bills. You have bills, you have obligations, so you work in these jobs to pay these bills, but you're not fulfilled. You really just feel like this is some bull crap. Why am I even here? And you also feel yourself growing distant from others. The depression makes you want to be alone. Your communication becomes dwindled down. It doesn't become as strong as it should be. You just kind of want to be alone. So the communication becomes strained or non-existent. And a lot of people find themselves seeking an escape. They're utilizing entertainment, movies, films, even social media. They're living vicariously through other people because they don't want to deal with what they feel like is a lackluster life. And utilizing different forms of escapes often helps people from having a mental breakdown, a mental episode. It's just that one thing that keeps you going, that you're able to just kind of free yourself from that feeling of not being as accomplished as you would like to be. And again, so if you're on social media or if you're watching TV or even a movie, you're going to live vicariously through other people who you feel are doing better than you. You're going to be excited to see them. You're going to be lurking on their Instagram, making sure they don't post nothing new, just in awe at them because you consciously just feel like, and consciously just feel like they might be doing better. You aspire to be that way. You kind of give into that facade. Some people, not everybody, some people become obsessed with social media influencers and celebrities and TV stars and all these people. But again, these people just show you the best portions of their life and not altogether the real thing. So don't be fooled because everybody going through some stuff. So once you realize you're going through a quarter life crisis, it's time for you to just come to terms with that and focus on a recovery, because things are not all that bad as they seem. So once you finally sit down and just keep it real, it's time for you to do a self-evaluation of you and your circumstances. So you need to find out what and where the happiness occurred. Consider making some drastic life changes to find yourself back to happiness. Rediscover yourself. You should spend some time alone. Get to know you, rediscover you. Get back to the essence of you. Even if this includes yoga and meditation, things of that sort. You need to get back to yourself and those things that made you happy. So whatever it was that made you happy, any hobbies, any sports, any pastimes, you need to do those, and you need to do those often, because the happier you are, the more creative you are, the more innovative you are, the more you're going to be willing to make change. Happy people make changes. Happy people are not sitting around worried about the past and afraid of the future, because when you focus and you're scared of the future, that causes anxiety. And when you're depressed and gloomy from your past, that's depression. So you can't worry about the past, because that's going to cause you to be in a dark, gloomy space. And you can't be fearful of the future, because it's going to keep you from doing anything. And you can't be going in reverse when you need to just be going forward, because you can't sit in neutral. Neutral is the anxiety of what's to come. And none of you know what's to come if you don't try. So you got to move on. So after you revisit all the things that make you happy, you definitely want to remember to appreciate the small things. Yes, you're not making that big money yet. Yes, things might be kind of jacked up. So what you definitely want to do is focus on the small things. Be happy about the small things. You woke up today, you had some hot water. You paid your bill. You paid your bill this month, and it wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good, but the Wi-Fi stays on. The cell phone bill is going to stay on. So things are looking up. There's hope after all. And what you should do then is focus on one section of your life at a time and try to improve on those. But last but not least, when you're trying to get yourself out of a quarter life crisis, you might want to think about rebranding or reinventing yourself. You can make yourself the 2.0, the new version of you, the better version of you, the wiser, more carefree, I don't care what people think of me, I'm going to succeed anyway. Carefree version of yourself. This is your life. Nobody's going to make you happy. Nobody's going to stand up for you but you. You deserve a shot at life. You deserve a shot at happiness. Reinvent yourself. Rebrand yourself. You've rediscovered what makes you happy, probably from childhood to teenage years. It's time to do that in your 20s and for the rest of your life. Reinvent yourself. Get out of that rut. Change whatever in your life is making you miserable. If that's a new job, a new man, a new car, if you can afford it. New everything. If you got that money, you need a new wardrobe, or you need to paint your house, paint your room, do it. Rebrand, revisit, refresh. Even if you got to take a vacation, sometimes you can get so involved in life that it takes a toll on you, and you have to just do a reset and start over. And that's okay. Life is hard, remember, from the last video. There's no manual. You're going to learn things a lot on your own. You'll learn the hard way. It's okay. Last but not least, just switch it all up. Switch it all up. If you got to move, if you got to restart, switch it up. Don't be so predictable. Don't be so monotonous. Switch it up. Keep it interesting. You can live a really good life if you try and if you want to. Okay, so that's going to be the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are in a quarter life crisis, there are a lot of books that you can read. There are a lot of videos that go in great detail about the psychosis of what's going on and why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Again, this is a really serious thing that a lot of people are not taking as seriously as they should. So I hope this video finds you in good health, and please be sure, because it is the law around here, to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with people who need it. Somebody might be down in the dumps. You never know. Just share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. Share it wherever your social media is so somebody can come here and get some tips that can save their life. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later.